Kings rise only to fall. Kings build mighty monuments only to have them crumble into dust. Glory flees like a shadow. All these things have the seeds of death in them. Only a thought can live. Only a great truth can grow and flourish, and a truth cannot be killed. It passes in secret from one man's heart to another. A man cannot be judged by the color of his skin, by his clothes, his jewels, or his triumphs, but only by his heart. A good man is better than a bad man. Justice is better than injustice. He who uses mercy is superior to him who uses violence. All men are equal. No man is alone.
The time has come for life to begin.
Against ignorance, I break it down. Forget the violence in hip-hop and just embrace the sound. Not every rapper's a gangster, not every rhymer's a killer. Slash street hustle, a thug with a gang of gorillas. Not every lyricist who enters the booth tells you the truth. A bunch of bullshit stories, what they tell to the youth. A gang of bus riders claiming that they're rolling in coupes, sporting cubic zirconias, lying about ice in the booth. Some of these rappers on top of the game don't like to admit it. Their whole career's ghostwritten, they don't write no lyrics. They got no big bank accounts like what they boasting about. Probably spent their whole advance before their posters was out. I think a lot of rappers' egos outweigh their skills. While I've more than paid my dues, I still can't pay my bills. Like the parents of Jay, I should be making mills. But not every rapper with talent gets a major deal. It fuels me to work harder, plus it makes me feel my mental's so tough now, feels like it's made of steel. I've realized a lot of things about this game ain't real. It's more about money and politics than blazing skills. But I'ma stay true in my music, it's my nature still. And I ain't hating on no one, so tell who haters chill.
That's why we stay vibing, pen stay scribing, wrist rotating to keep your soul pulsating.
I'ma kick the rhymes and the metaphors, the type of rhymes like mine said you ain't ready for. I'm like a predator in poetry mode, spitting a bomb-proof booth cause my flows they explode. My reputation's like ganja cause you know that I'm dope. I'm never trying to preach to the streets, just showing them hope. Life MC versus a microphone, you know the result. I drop the most spectacular positive quotes ever wrote. How many times in a rap can you talk about your 9 and your gap? The size of the bullets it fires every time it's unstrapped. How much money rappers they making from crack? But if they make as much as they say that they did, they'd have no reason to rap. I bless the people with facts and you best believe in a rap. Life MC and DJ Napper got the lead for this tracks. Music of quality in the booth, spit truthful and honesty with the ghetto youth philosophy. Bless tunes melodically. Hip hop it's gotta be spit hot this prodigy. Rips up the mic and leaves it ripped up bionically. Music's my way of life, it's in my system day and night. Fully focused on my skills so everything I say is tight. Life I'm creating sparks like a lightsaber fight. Soon have me spitting in a cage paid by Dana White. Getting my training right, my dome it is my dojo. My stand-up game is excellent, but watch out for my chokeholds. So lyrical and spiritual, it makes my soul glow. And that's the reason I shine with my punchlines and dope flows. Soon see me everywhere just like designer logos. My wit's so quick that when I spit I have to switch to slow-mo. And every day I hear the second name of Yoko. Your fat bars that have a rap star saying, oh no.
We giving y'all some shit that's therapeutic.
I'ma kick the rhymes and the metaphors, the type of rhymes like mine said you ain't ready for. I'm like a predator in poetry mode, spitting a bomb-proof booth cause my flows they explode. My reputation's like ganja cause you know that I'm dope. I'm never trying to preach to the streets, just showing them hope. Life MC versus a microphone, you know the result. I drop the most spectacular positive quotes ever wrote. I'ma kick the rhymes and the metaphors, the type of rhymes like mine said you ain't ready for. I'm like a predator in poetry mode, spitting a bomb-proof booth cause my flows they explode. My reputation's like ganja cause you know that I'm dope. I'm never trying to preach to the streets, just showing them hope. Life MC versus a microphone, you know the result. I drop the most spectacular positive quotes ever wrote. Yaga, 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 yo. Tell them again. Runga, tell your brethren and friend. Where we do? So we just a pass through. Listen. Yo. This world could be a beautiful place, but they waste too much money on some intergalactical race to commute up to space. Poverty on earth and world debt could all just be erased, taking the pressure off these third world countries who have no wage. Imagine if the guns didn't blaze, if drugs weren't made. You'd be amazed by the amount of ghetto lives that were saved. Wouldn't it be nice to be free, knowing your life's not enslaved? If war never existed, we'd exist in peace every day. But for a better way, we would have no reason to pray. If we could terminate the devil, chase all demons away, and all heathens who tried to lead you astray. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody told the truth and you could believe what they say? If there was no such thing as leukemia, cancer and AIDS, the more rich and poor divide would all be equally paid. It's easy to say, but the world, you know, I'd like it that way. No ignorance and jealousy would be the icing on the cake. Imagine if we live forever, there's no lying in the grave. People couldn't spend their life worrying about dying one day. The time that it takes to change is up to every individual. The more spiritual, the more chances of making miracles in life. Strength of mind will always overcome the physical. The pen's mightier than the sword, that's why I'm lyrical.
I had to say,
get up, stand up, I won't give up the fight until I see peace in the world that don't function right. As long as there be freedom and speech, life, I just rock the mic. Entertain and educate, nobody can stop my vibes. Get up, stand up, I won't give up the fight until I see peace in the world that don't function right. As long as there be freedom and speech, life, I just rock the mic. Entertain and educate, nobody can stop the vibes. Imagine a world with no ghettos and slums, no concrete jungles or pollution in the air eroding everyone's lungs. Schools of wisdom where we can send our daughters and sons. The knowledge is the key to freedom, I'm not talking for fun. Fuck noise pollution laws, let's bring our tunes to the streets. Like Woodstock, cause every day should be more music and peace. A planet where there's less Mugabe's, but more Garveys. More John Lennon's, Bob Geldof's and Bob Marley's, Che Guevara's, Mandelos and Bicos. Would it be sweeter if we had less crack mothers and more Mother Teresa's? Less followers, we need more leaders, prophets and teachers. But the root of all evil's the only prophet they teach us. Imagine if Pontius Pilate didn't crucify Jesus. Maybe we wouldn't have had no Hitlers or Julius Caesars. In this world of war and destruction, violence and crime, I fight for what's mine, still finding time to write out my rhymes. I got a vision in my mind, natural, simple and basic. The whole world could live as one without the ignorant races. Two faces, true faces, no hatred, creating drama. Just smiling faces existing in a state of nirvana. Get up, stand up, I won't give up the fight until I see peace in the world that don't function right. As long as there be freedom and speech, life, I just rock the mic. Entertain and educate, nobody can stop my vibes. Get up, stand up, I won't give up the fight until I see peace in the world that don't function right. As long as there be freedom and speech, life, I just rock the mic. Entertain and educate, nobody can stop the vibes. Get up, stand up.
And I had to say,
how low can you go? Once again, how low can you go?
Yeah.
How low can you go? Once again, how low can you go? How low can you go? Once again, how low can you go? How low can you go? Once again, how low can you go?
I see the zombies where I'm living, smoking their pipes and sniffing. Weak and confused baby mothers abusing their siblings. There's no food in the cupboard, food in the youth's stomach. Mommy spend it on the drugs and the dude, the whole budget. Plus I'm sure they're not enjoying this harsh life of tin full coke cans, dirty syringes, needles and glass pipes. A house full of junkie strangers who usually start fights if they're not chasing the dragon or piping on hard whites. Most female users and takers, they ain't got no jobs, reverting to shoplifting and giving niggas a blowjob. They get so high that they don't even know the shit they did. Sucking on some syphilis dick, then they go home to kiss their kids. Them words are harsh, that's how they live it, so that's how I tell it. Many put a man before their kids, while I think how pathetic. It's out my mouth, I said it fast, ain't got no slow brain. I'm seeing teenagers in the ghetto on cocaine. It's no game, it's serious, but how they gonna listen when they see this powder from young and witness their mother sniffing, or their fathers juggling drugs for a living? But most of the time there ain't no fathers, if they are, they're in prison. And what type of role models we got here in Britain? Amy Winehouse, Kate Moss, Peter Doherty, are you kidding?
How low can you go? Once again, how low can you go? How low can you go? Once again, how low can you go?
For knowing individual ever will time waste. So you can waste your life taking drugs, I call that time waste. Some brown heads, they will gouge on the couch for 5 days, dribbling and vomiting while their pupils they dilate. And usually you'll see more flesh on a kid from Live Aid. And these undernourished zombie heads who walk around on my estate and check their mind states. Anyone they violate for a nice race, 24's boosting the crime rate. They buzzing and feeling so high they almost skyscrape. Every day blowing their brains, but I just call this mind waste. Reality mind warpers, dragon chasing white snorters, rock star wars featuring panicking pipe stalker. Remember the movie with Pookie, a junkie looking spooky? I see that same shit every day, but now it's not a movie. Drugs cause psychotic behavior and make you do things under the vibes of schizophrenic like paranoid mood swings. They get defensive like a lawyer trying to win a trial, cause they know the truth, and that's why they be in denial. The devil's dandruffs like invisible handcuffs, trap you in a well where you don't even know you banged up, until you realize suddenly you can't stand up or function without some type of chemical substance. Yeah.
How low can you go?
Check.
Once again, how low can you go?
Yeah.
How low can you go? Once again, how low can you go?
Do the mathematics, drugs plus habit equals addict. Track marks from needles, the lungs of an asthmatic. Heart disease, bronchial pneumonia, which makes it hard to breathe. Liver and kidney failure, deterioration of arteries. Rotten teeth and bad breath, dead looking living liars. Mind that shit don't blow up in your face, burn you like Richard Pryor. Why choose a life of hell unless you like to live in fire? You stay broke while your dealer's building a big empire. Remember he's the hero, you're Mr. and Mrs. Zero, cause you don't mean nothing to him, just another junkie widow who helps him sustain the lifestyle of the rich and famous. Every time you buy a rock from him, he's wearing different trainers. You got the same ones you've been wearing since your teens though, with scuff marks, rip stitching, Ellis bubbles and lean soles. And when your credit's bad, your dealer turns to Debo. 17 stolen muscle versus skagged out beanpole. You better run and hide, yo, until you get your gyro. Sign it with your biro, cash it and get live-o. My only question is why though? Would you wanna live like Buff from The Simpsons with your life as a sideshow?
How low can you go? Once again, how low can you go? How low can you go? Once again, how low can you go?
Yeah. You know what it is. DJ Nappa Life MC. Yeah. Live from the booth. Straight from the ghetto. Listen, yo. It is. Yo. My rapping so nice, you thought I brought a rapping device. I'm rapid on mics, I'm point like from the accurate type. More exciting than Rampage Jackson when he's having a fight. Raps I recite prove my mind sharper than ratchets and spikes. More amazing than Michael Jackson turning black into white. I'm naturally real when most rappers are actually hype. Some claim they killers, but I actually might. Killing not with a gun, but my tongue intelligent, my math is precise. All my tracks to be tight, attracting the type of people who actually like to hear rappers be graphic on mics. I'm giving no rappers advice, don't try to ramp with me like, cause from a letter flow your head off like cracking a pipe. My vocals beat that instrumental tracks back into life. My shine damage your sight before you can react to the light. In the battle I strike, we're packing the type of immaculate rapping and precise skills that usually damage the mic. I'm like a million-man march on stage, I stand for my rights. A man with sight and vision, listen every manuscript tight. I'm not a zebra, but I'm black and I'm white. And if you look, I'm in your hood more than them sneakers manufactured by night. The fact is I'm right, and every fat rap that I write is a professional paragraph. Don't deal with amateur nights, like getting jabbed in a fight or stabbed with a knife. I'm a savage on mics, I leave my mark on you like animal bites. I know you've heard about the passion of Christ, but the passion of life is to rap and write lyrics plus get amped on the mic. Life I'm so hungry that my abdomen's tight. Plus when I spit, the trajectory of my lyrics is like a javelin in flight. It's just my kids, me and the mic, you see I'm traveling light. But best protect your neck cause life's worse than the Dracula bite. Plus the truth is what I rap and recite can have you pulling ugly faces like imagine someone banging your wife. Universally understood, I speak the language of life. Put me in any situation, watch me handle it right. Expect nothing less than the most amazing rhymes. Could you ever work on such a clever state of mind? Could you fathom the way that I'm rapping? Even if the world is stood still, I'll still be making it happen. Expect nothing less than the most amazing rhymes. Could you ever work on such a clever state of mind? Could you fathom the way that I'm rapping? Even if the world is stood still, I'll still be making it happen. When I hit your brain with my raps, you won't get your mind back. I can hit your nervous system with wisdom, watch it collapse. My budget ain't fat, but every day I'm up in the lab. Ain't got a lot of cash, but my lyric account to be stacked. I got those mass destruction metaphors that bounce on the track. Not talking depression when I say I get down on the track. The mic I pound and I smack. Life ain't no clown when I rap, but astounded with facts. I'm verbally fire around like a gap. And for these whack MCs, they best to shut their mouth when I rap. And can these rappers stop retiring just to announce that they back? I don't sell ounces of crack from council houses and flats to shop my CDs and my mixtapes to the underground cats. But if I ever find a label that can fund me the cash, give me proper promotion, this game will be under attack. Cause there's so many different audiences my tongue can attract. Don't matter where I'm at, perform because my tongue can adapt. You try to spit like me and probably your lungs will collapse. I'm similar to a lion tamer cause I'm humbling cats. Don't take myself too serious, I'm having fun with these raps. And rolling with the crew of goons, invest in thugs and be strapped. I spit 1,000 bars a second, I don't punch it on tracks. But my punchlines hit your chest so hard with lumps in your back. I make your ears feel comfortable by spitting luxury raps. To the luxury rap, that's why the ghetto love when I rap. I show the streets love, they loving me back. Can't fuck with me black, ain't bluffing the wax. A duck like someone's chucking an axe. I got people clucking for raps like they were junkies on smack. Till my next release, they sweating like they punch in the back. I hit the streets hard like government tax. A brother with fat stacks is the most unstoppable, phenomenal raps. I work hard, see lazy-itis, I don't suffer from that. And similar to H2O verses, I got them on tap. Expect nothing less than the most amazing rhymes. Could you ever work out such a clever state of mind? Could you fathom the way that I'm rapping? Even if the world is stood still, I'll still be making it happen. Expect nothing less than the most amazing rhymes. Could you ever work out such a clever state of mind? Could you fathom the way that I'm rapping? Even if the world is stood still, I'll still be making it happen. As hard as this, plus the bars I spit are so hot they can melt the tarmac on the Gaza Strip. Under the heat, lyrical speedster, nobody's as fast as this. Plus microphones I turn to flames like a serial arsonist. You don't want no part of this, some real life ain't no dramatist. You start to diss, I'll eat you a life quicker than piranha fish. Hit harder than an armor fish, I'm ill, you ain't half a sick. Microphone doctor with more medicines and pharmacists. Like the fog when I enter the booth, I cause a darker mist. Speak my mind, my freedom must be something that you can't restrict. The bars I spit is so lyrical plus original. Some see me as a spiritual miracle in the physical. Like Bobby, I be digital, can't stop this individual. Not your typical gangster rapper, I'm more political. It's critical for me to spit in the face of the cynical, to prove that every verse on every page is almost biblical. Yo, it's your minds that I elevate, vibes what I generate. On mics I accelerate, life's not a featherweight, all my rhymes are heavyweight. Designing lines to free your minds like when you meditate. It's time that I set it straight, prime time renegade. Poetic force with a style people celebrate. My lines they can educate and leave your mind with a more uplifting feeling than when you fly or you levitate. Common sense to the game, most are mentally lame. The mentally weak, they say I'm too intense for their brain. Relentlessly sprayed, my recipe is lettuce souffle, covered in alphabetic sauce served on a metaphor plate. My mind is computing my rhymes at an incredible rate. Don't get it twisted, get my swerve on, but this spread to be straight. I'm not a fork tongue with the head of a snake, and those who definitely fake ain't on my level, so don't step in my space. I launch lyrics at a hell of a pace, like a rocket heading to space. When I spit bullets, they embed in your face. I'm out to save hip-hop, it's in a terrible state, like a bankrupt business is facing a federal case. I'm bringing flavors with incredible taste. People respect what I say. Life I'm known as the rebellious renegade. Strictly vibes that I generate. I spit lines that educate. Muhammad Ali of rap, the greatest heavyweight. Yo, it's your minds that I elevate. Vibes what I generate. On mics I accelerate. Life's not a featherweight, all my rhymes are heavyweight. Designing lines to free your mind like when you meditate. It's time that I set it straight. Prime time renegade. Poetic force with a style people celebrate. My lines they can educate and leave your mind with a more uplifting feeling than when you fly or you levitate. On the mic, the way I spray rounds, it even makes me wanna jump back and kiss myself like I was James Brown. The studio's my playground where my phrases get laid down, producing great sounds with the pace of a greyhound. The hood they They used to think I was good, they saying I'm great now. Got rhymes as sharp as a barber's razor, but I don't fade out. Life I've come far up from way down. Hustled, I've struggled, made many changes. Everything's nearly in place now. I'm working harder than these half-hearted artists. If they were farmers, wouldn't even have no crops to harvest. Plus every artist claims to rock the hardest, but usually from the studio to the stage, what they drop is dead stock and harmless. Won't sound the same, but me, I don't simulate. But your minds are stimulate, always trying to innovate. Plus I got a style that everybody wants to imitate, but try to write a rhyme like me and see your pen disintegrate. Yo, it's your minds that I elevate. Vibes what I generate, on mics I accelerate. Life's not a featherweight, all my rhymes are heavyweight. Designing lines to free your mind like when you meditate. It's time that I set it straight, prime time renegade. Poetic force with a style people celebrate. My lines they can educate and leave your mind with a more uplifting feeling than when you fly or you levitate. Yo, it's your minds that I elevate. Vibes what I generate, on mics I accelerate. Life's not a featherweight, all my rhymes are heavyweight. Designing lines to free your mind like when you meditate. It's time that I set it straight, prime time renegade. Poetic force with a style people celebrate. My lines they can educate and leave your mind with a more uplifting feeling than when you fly or you levitate.
We're not going nowhere. Let me show you.
Yo, Yo, yeah.
We're not going nowhere. Let me show you.
Life a Napa, the coldest DJ and nicest rapper. Rep the new millennium, but with a 90s swagger. We be true with what we do, see we ain't trying to black you. We ain't no type of actors, no rhyming gangsters, but the lyrics and the beats are militant like panthers. Don't even need no breaks to rhyme or spit over fractures. Plus every track's a killer like cancer. Our underground anthems take the lives of innocent bystanders, ignorant to the thoughts of a conscious rapper. Then I open up your minds and leave your conscience shattered as I speak for the oppressed, the poor and the hungry, and every helpless victim in a war-torn country. Young soldiers who get slayed, their bodies carted away. I'm also speaking for the prisoners in Guantanamo Bay, being tortured for no reason by some uniformed heathens who walk like a devil's child and talk like a demon born with horns, created by some Beelzebub seamen. Now the new world order police states what they believe in. Only bad vibes from a policeman's what I'm receiving. Like most British black kids, just ask the parents of Stephen, whose son was left dying and bleeding. I'm not lying or dreaming. Of course the police force was lying and cheating. Let's face it, they're Babylon, so they're corrupt and racist. Secret BNP members covering up their faces. Me and Nappa's going nowhere, we're on their cases, building sons of freedom on a daily basis. Like Bob Marley, trust me, our music, it has a message far from negative and lame, we positive and progressive. We give you oversized rhymes on the fattest production, lyrics and beats with more heat than volcanic eruptions. We are forced to be reckoned with, at war with the negative. Napa and life, we war musical rebelists. I fire musical missiles in the direction of a Satanist. Me and the unholy have no type of relationship. I take the mic and start blazing it with no signs of a bad mind. Not out for myself, I rhyme for mankind. I'm like a deep buried, undetonated landmine. Underground explosive, dangerous and damn life. This righteous thinkers got coward MCs running off. Such a conscious dread, they thought I was another son of Bob. But musically with the planet I come to reason, just like the father of Kamani, Damien, Ziggy and Stephen. A soldier, a culture, I told you that I will stay sober whilst my cup runneth over. Conquering lion being guided by Jehovah, interplanetary patroller, wisdom reloader, system exposer. Like a fucked up folder, why don't get proper exposure? A proper Rockefeller, properly better than Hoover. Tell the president move over and that lying sinister prime minister, a reads from the book, a lie in literature. The rhymes I spit at you were definitely honest, born with a gladiator's heart right with the side of a prophet. Any topic I'm on it, dropping intelligent logic for the beats and the breaks. Nappa's got incredible knowledge. Combined, we leaving hip-hop heads and minds astonished. This ain't no weak, cheap rap hack, we tight and solid. The type to fight for our rights until time's abolished. And I won't stop hitting the booth until my rhymes are acknowledged. Nappa and life, survivors in this battle of life, and musically still making tracks with more passion than Christ. We give you oversized rhymes on the fattest production, lyrics and beats with more heat than volcanic eruptions. We are forced to be reckoned with, at war with the negative. Nappa and life, we war musical rebelists. We give you oversized rhymes on the fattest production, lyrics and beats with more heat than volcanic eruptions. We are forced to be reckoned with, at war with the negative. Nappa and life, we war musical rebelists. love it, I like it, I'm rhyming, I'm spitting on hip-hop. The mic will be gripping, life I ain't slipping with this hip-hop. The styles I'll be bringing, got people tripping off of hip-hop. Straight from the ghetto, where all my soldiers listen hip-hop. I love it, I like it, I'm rhyming, I'm spitting on hip-hop. The mic will be gripping, life I ain't slipping with this hip-hop. Styles I'll be bringing, got people tripping off of hip-hop. Straight from the ghetto, where all my soldiers listen. When I was young, life I was searching for the perfect beat. A ghetto renegade, a funk who grew up dropping words as deep. Slanging on these urban streets, not your typical rap. I bring a message as a grandmaster with lyrics that flash. I kill it on wax with my militant tracks. I'm like a 60s panther, creative like Hendrix on chips. So up with a split for ganja. With convicted anger, spit on the banger, vent my emotion. So hardcore, I stop time and leave destiny frozen. Just when I rap, I get open. The truth gets definitely spoken. I put the session in motion, causing excessive commotion. Hip-hop, life's not a gangster, but like them rappers do, I scream fuck the police, cause I'm still a nigga with attitude. Public enemy, #1, life's a rebel with a cause. Spitting holy metaphors, so real they make the devil pause. Hip-hop, freedom of speech is the reason I speak. Reaching my peak in this game, my name's reaching the streets. Like Rev Run, I'm preaching the peace. I got beef for the beast, I'm here to stay, I won't retire, cause there's no reason to leave. Cause I got hip-hop, I love it, I like it, I'm rhyming, I'm spitting on hip-hop. The mic will be gripping, life I ain't slipping with this hip-hop. The styles I'll be bringing, got people tripping off of hip-hop. Straight from the ghetto, where all my soldiers listen hip-hop. I love it, I like it, I'm rhyming, I'm spitting on hip-hop. The mic will be gripping, life I ain't slipping with this hip-hop. The styles I'll be bringing, got people tripping off of hip-hop. I'm repping for the poets of the past who built the structures of this game. I'm talking legends of the booth in dope road gold chains. I show trace of lyrical greats, life in the booth, I be mad insane. Cool like G-Rap, I'm R-A-W like Daddy Kane. Plus when I flow with the show, I got total control. Don't need Eric B, I'm Rakim to tell me I know I got soul when it comes to hip-hop. I love it from breaking, scratching errors, so spraying and rapping. For ghetto kids, it's a way of making it happen. A true voice of the streets, hardcore's the choice of the beats. People rejoice when I speak, the top is the point that I reach. No relation to Damien, but they say this boy is a beast. Untouchable, invincible, point to me, pointed defeat. My brand is newbie in the tough street sound. Designing a concrete jungle where all punks just jump up to get beat down. True leader of the new school, just when you thought it was safe, I drop more spontaneous classic material in your face. Life, I'm not naughty by nature, but I say hip-hop array. Many styles of music come and go, but hip-hop's here to stay, and I love hip-hop. Love it, I like it, I'm rhyming, I'm spitting on hip-hop. The mic will be gripping, life I ain't slipping with this hip-hop. The styles I'll be bringing, got people tripping off of hip-hop. Straight from the ghetto, where all my soldiers listen hip-hop. I love it, I like it, I'm rhyming, I'm spitting on hip-hop. The mic will be gripping, life I ain't slipping with this hip-hop. Styles I'll be bringing, got people tripping off of hip-hop. Straight from the ghetto, where all my soldiers listen.
Massive respect, saying cause you know we're legendary for years.
I grew up stressed out, trying to hold in the pain, hustling and ducking in between the laws.
The more emotion I put into it, the harder I rock. I get a rush when I bust some dope lines.
This lyrical vibe I possess, it started from young. I used to freestyle about my life and shit got harsh with my mom. Brought up the hard way, so now my style's as hard as they come. Turned to the mic once my dad refused to father his son. Couldn't concentrate at school, played the fool and got no graduation. Always grounded, so in my room use my imagination. Listening to Bob Marley, real music with no fabrication. Them type of tracks touch my spirit, no exaggeration. Ollie was an inspiration, he spoke real loud. When he talked, he rapped and made the black folk feel proud. Was also listening to punk music like Bow Wow Wow. I like the lyrics plus the rebel element to the sound. It was the same before that when two-tone come around. Bruce like Selector and the specials, they was holding it down. Saxon Studio, I remember they was holding the crown. And Papa Levi was the hardest reggae DJ around. I'm sure some of this influenced me and it molded my sound. And now my natural poetic ability won't slow down. And when I first had MCs rapping, trust it blew my head. Before I've been to prison, had kids or grew my dreads.
I grew up stressed out, trying to hold in the pain, hustling and ducking in between the laws.
More emotion I put into it, the harder I rock.
Yeah! Anyway, my two favorite series as a youth was The Bionic Man and Roots. That's why I write rhymes so quick and always stick to the truth. See, like my favorite group back then, I'm a musical youth. The type to wild out on the stage and let loose in the booth. When Margaret Thatcher run the Houses of Parliament, me and my Rasta brethren Picky joined a band called World Peace and Disarmament. We sang songs of freedom with the big mans with reason while they smoked weed and told us about the pagans and the heathens, the demons, the serpents, the vultures. Told us about Jehovah, which left me with a real sense of culture. The foundation for why I'm still a rebel soldier. Righteous and conscious youth who don't deal with devils or obia. Heavyweight dub tracks, my mother was always dropping them. While Sundays was Tony Williams or David Rodigan. Channel 4 Reggae Sunsplash was all the rage. And it was great to see Nika Mouse and Yellow Man on stage. As time moved on, I started dropping Sound Clash tapes. When Inja Man and Papa San, they used to mash up the place. Me and my brethren Mackie Minor used to jam in these gates, making conscious lyrics. Our dream was to be Sound Clash greats. That's why my battle lyrics, they still carry Sound Clash traits. Caught them immediately like someone with a standout face. My deep speaker style literally could drown out bass. My classic repertoire only drop on standout breaks.
I grew up stressed out, trying to hold in the pain, hustling and ducking in between the laws.
More emotion I put into it, the harder I rock. I get a rush when I bust some dope lines or
musically fat, most usually call me the future of rap. I'm like a hip-hop Bob Dylan or a rap Billy Bragg. The people's champ, the people's choice, I'm the poor people's voice. Putting a chokehold on the system like my name it was Hoist. The type of artist that the industry could never exploit. Like Bible verses, hear my rhymes and you'll forever rejoice. My poetry so hot, life I'm like a man that's on fire. Spit like a black Shakespeare, slash raps and Zephaniah. I move from popping and breaking and chatting to rapping. Been listening to hip-hop since it started. This music's more than fashion since I happened through natural progression. I've made rap my profession, spitting factual weapons in international sessions. I've traveled and toured, the show's not how the average perform. I run the MC in the prime, the mic is mangled and torn. The style of Big Daddy Kane, show me how to spit raw. The metaphors, Cool G rap, show me how to get more. Public Enemy, KRS, they were like teachers on mics, telling to stop the violence and not to believe in the hype. And I'm not trying to follow no one, I'm a leader on mics. And if you don't believe in yourself, then believe in me. Life evil, Knievel on mics, no. Cause me, I'm not stunting, I stay true to myself. Believe me, I'm never fronting.
Yes, selector. Welcome me, I join a man like 𝕷𝖎𝖋𝖊.
I grew up stressed out, trying to hold in the pain, hustling and ducking in between the laws.
More emotion I put into it, the harder I rock. I get a rush when I bust some dope lines or
I grew up stressed out, trying to hold in the pain, hustling and ducking in between the laws.
More emotion I put into it, the harder I rock. I get a rush when I bust some dope lines or
yeah, man. I may say, oh, tell me life with your pussy on. Fight me never know you was a damn parasite. Y'all me never know you was a damn parasite. I may say, oh, tell me life. Y'all come out, tell me life.
This is how it is. Shorty was a shiesty hoe, sniffing coke, doing drugs, guzzling brews with dogs.
Let you know it's all real and you can front if you wanna
violate and expose you. Yeah. This is how it is. Shorty was a shiesty hoe, sniffing coke, doing drugs, guzzling brews with dogs.
Are you listening?
Violate and expose you.
A she-devil in disguise, who definitely lies. She maintains her cocaine brain, but yet she denies there's a problem, plus she doesn't have respect for her life. Powders her nose with devil's dandruff, I know next is the pipe. Opens her legs for the whites, and for the rest of her life she'll continue to sell her soul, cause she's obsessed with the high. Night and day, it doesn't matter, sex and drugs, that's her addiction. She lives in a world of fiction, confusion, acts the victim, existing in mass confliction. Her mind is a poison one, deception and lies, they regularly fly from a poison tongue, poison lungs, lungs. Her septum, she destroyed it from young. Her nose is collapsing, no joke, that's what the coke has done. Before her life has really started, it's all over and done. But it's the life she chose, and soon there won't be nowhere to run. The confident front will crumble like the flake that she snorts. A fake and a fraud, now sounding like a snake when she talks. No faith in the Lord, in a drug taker's matrix is caught. So many chemicals daily, her body frame it absorbs. Her brain it is warped, and soon she'll have the face of a corpse. But people whisper and they stare in every place that she walks. No trace of remorse, the real truth she's evading, of course. That she's a cheater, sneaker, liar, thief, the dangerous sort. She's from a family that's out of control on alcohol, and while they drink to raise their spirits, they just drown in their souls. I doubt that they know irreversible damage is being done. This life is serious, but they too busy having their fun.
A serpent, a human demon.
Violate and expose you. This is how it is. Shorty was a 𝕭𝖊𝖞𝖔𝖓, sniffing coke, doing drugs, guzzling rules with dogs.
Let you know it's all real and you can front if you wanna.
Violate and expose you.
It's like that Groundhog Day, every day that she wakes. For some reason she doesn't get tired of making mistakes, telling lies in every statement she makes. Unjustified she creates a world of drama in a playground of hate. Now in the mirror finds it harder to face. Herself is hard to escape. The drugs, that's why her heart is harboring hate. And she still got that bad karma to face. For all the drama she's made, they will come back to slap her hard in the face. The truth is easy to hide sometimes, but hard to erase. The root of the problem is usually how the child has been raised. But at the end of the day, it's up to every individual to tune into oneself, from the mental to the spiritual. No mind control in a lifeless soul, that's a life of hell. So hell that be the life she chose. In life I know that everybody has their reasons, but sometimes it's just a case of them exercising their demons instead of spending their life dreaming in fantasy land, ducking from the reality that it's their life in their hands. Whether a pipe or a gram, it's an uncomfortable thought. What they purchase to smoke and snort just funds Colombian wars. To this girl it don't mean nothing, of course, or even the fact it could have been smuggled backpacked in the stomach of a corpse. As long as she's buzzing, she will never know how disgusting she's become. Another sad story straight from the slums.
This is how it is. Shorty was a 𝕭𝖊𝖞𝖔𝖓, sniffing coke, doing drugs, guzzling rules with dogs.
Let you know it's all real and you can front if you wanna.
Violate and expose you. This is how it is. Shorty was a 𝕭𝖊𝖞𝖔𝖓, sniffing coke, doing drugs, guzzling rules with dogs.
Are you listening?
Violate and expose you.
I'm the architect of vocalism, #1 in pole position. When I flow, you listen in the zone, you know I'm quoting wisdom. This man, I'm aggressive, get down like a manic depressive. Automatically rhyming to me, I'm that man with the message. A man expressing it in this rapping profession. A lot of cats who think they're repping, need their tactics correcting. But with the powers of Selassie, my brethren, I'm blessing the mic. There's no question in your mind, if with your mind I'm connecting, then I'm the #1 slum slang slinger rap extraordinaire. Preaching like a vicar, no, but this nigga I talk with flair. From Mars Farm to Gallifrey, drop the hardest of literature. So dope, I'll soon be out selling coke from Bolivia. Once again, it's that militant, ghetto civilian tracks, I'm still killing them. Nappers still billing them. Raps, I got millions. Tracks I spit on the maternal like rack the Spanish citizen. For life we got more contacts than mafiosos Sicilians. This ain't a consultation, it's a combination of language and conversation. So hot in the booth, we causing condensation. Si Philli Rack Eterno. Hold a concert in the cemetery where the dead are buried to watch them come back to life.
And it's all real, this is what you call skill. Check this out. And it's all real, this is what you call skill. It's real.
Oh shit, it's all.
Soy el arquitecto del vocabulario, tengo secuestrado el abecedario en un radio de 360 grados. De repente un hombre nuevo llega, Dios lleva otra esfera. Mientras el final no llega, muerto lo que queda. Tengo un estilo diferente como Darth Vader. Los MCs son cuerpos y yo la asesino en serie. Queréis el oro 𝕭𝖊𝖞𝖔𝖓 como los tres reyes. No saben a dónde van, no saben de dónde vienen. Blancos y negros bajo el mismo techo. Ataco el tempo, descubierto el pecho. Doy la cara, saltan sobre 50 céntimos. A por su chaleco, antibalas. Una moto motosierra que os cortan rodajas perras de la antesala. Golpes como yacas, fue el profe de Mustef en matemáticas. España me usará como a sus bragas. Arden fraudes, no te quieren, van del palo y no pueden. No hay pasos inciertos, son correctos e incorrectos como Terry Pardos Torres y observar lo que sucede. Acércate a mi proyecto, tu cerebro crece 1 metro. Irak en vuestro carro, somos el atentado. Fila y Si Philli Rack, el golpe de estado más contundente que ha llegado.
And it's all real, this is what you call skill. Check this out. And it's all real, this is what you call skill.
It's real. Oh shit, it's on.
Yo, listen from when I drop on this beat. I've been known for keeping it moving, never stop on my feet. I'm hot on the street, my heat'll keep you warm in the night. I'm a soldier of war, the storm, and I was born for this fight. We'll come to take back this title that was rightfully ours. The tightest of spars, spitting the most insightful of bars. We're strong in the brain, for life from Rack Eterno from Spain. People thought we were getting on just like a bomb on a plane. But yo, we're slamming like doors and always getting massive applause. But still ain't getting no extravagant tours for sure. Rapping this war from I came in the game, remaining the same, spitting lyrics sustaining your brain. We ain't the same as all the rest of you rap dudes. We smack dudes, my ciphers come back busting the best of attack moves. Yo, back in your stereo with marvelous flows. The hardest of bros, hitting you with the hardest of shows. The size bombing this underground like a seismologist. The brightest star that leaves you astonished like an astrologist. I'm honest, it's a fact you couldn't fathom my flows. I'm a savage just leaving rappers with a tag on their toes. Beware of the best, you better just prepare for the test. Battle this and you wind up missing like the Mary Celeste. I'm wearing the crest to prove I'm from the baddest of crews. For life cipher and Rack Eterno keep on damaging dudes.
Fila y Si Philli Rack Eterno, reventando vuestros equipos de sonido. Sí, desde Inglaterra a España, Marsfarm, Galicia, en vuestros oídos.
And it's all real, this is what you call skill. Check this out. And it's all real, this is what you call skill.
It's real. Oh shit, it's on.
Music's the original, subliminal sound of your soul. Emotional catalyst and playlist to all your woes. The highs of your life, moments that's made of gold. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music's the original, subliminal sound of your soul. Emotional catalyst and playlist to all your woes. The highs of your life, moments that's made of gold. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music.
As usual, this musical production of 𝕷𝖎𝖋𝖊 is beautiful. For this rapper, the sound is more than suitable. Music makes the world go round, revolve and turn. No matter where you live, who you are or what you earn. Whether you listen or play is part of living every day. From the drums in the Congo to commercial airplay. Like the beat of your heart, most music's rhythmically made. From instrumentals to studio sounds digitally delayed. We got thrash, heavy metal, drum and bass, punk, pop, grime, garage, grunge, indie, reggae, hip-hop, eclectic, contemporary, jazz, soul and rock. Rock and roll, rhythm and blues, the list it don't stop. Techno or country music, city music, bunkin' music. There's not many things I love in life, but I'm in love with music. I love to do this, it feels natural to rap on music. Progressive, poetic, always ready with mad
The original, subliminal sound of your soul. Emotional catalyst and playlist to all your woes. The highs of your life, moments that's made of gold. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music's the original, subliminal sound of your soul. Emotional catalyst and playlist to all your woes. The highs of your life, moments that's made of gold. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music.
Religious music, tribal music, all types of music. I'm a creative artist cause my mind I like to use it. Like the original underground music maker, artistic dude with flavor, not a sound duplicator. Music can be a mood creator, spirit stimulator. Also stimulates the soul of this poetic innovator. I rhyme to anything, guitar strings, piano keys, drum beats. I just zone out when the music touched me. It's beautiful, lovely, almost unexplainable. And on this planet we live, there's so much music available. See different artists make different music for different reasons. And everybody has a different ear for what they feeling. Towards the sounds of reggae, soul and hip-hop I'm leaning. But I still listen if it's got rhythm and got a meaning. From I was young I used to love that feeling. When music made me feel so high I felt that I could even touch the ceiling.
The original, subliminal sound of your soul. Emotional catalyst and playlist to all your woes. The highs of your life, moments that's made of gold. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music's the original, subliminal sound of your soul. Emotional catalyst and playlist to all your woes. The highs of your life, moments that's made of gold. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music.
You got that slow dance, turn down the lights music, or that crazy hype, mosh pit fight music, black music, white music, disco dance all night music, teenage, middle age and over 65's music. Music can give you energy and sparks memories of days gone by while getting high off of the melody. And since the sound of music sound has grown progressively, sound systems now using musical sound as weaponry. Listening positive music is more than therapy. From your heartbeat you know it's part of your chemistry. I find to express myself, music is the remedy. Got so many flavors, I'm spitting out vocal recipes. And in my everyday life, rhythm's a necessity. I give them lyricism, vision while spitting professionally. We put more soul into it than a Motown classic. Life and Napa, musical wizards, a throw down.
The original subliminal sound of your soul, emotional catalyst and playlist to all your woes. The highs of your life, moments that's made of gold. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music's the original subliminal sound of your soul, emotional catalyst and playlist to all your woes. The highs of your life, moments that's made of gold. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music, the uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music, the uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music, uncontrollable feeling we strive for. Music, we strive for music. We strive for music. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for music. Uncontrollable feeling we strive for music. The uncontrollable feeling we strive for music.
I can spit and spray, sound waves to ricochet, bounce and then hit a brain in 1,000 different ways. Pictures I illustrate, your inner mind will infiltrate from out of the inner space. So MCs, I'm in your face. Mics I incinerate with exceptional heat. Connect with the streets, cause life flowing correct on the beat. If you a battle rapper with beef, don't direct it at me. You disrespect me, then I separate your head from your teeth. I'm definitely deep when I speak, I'm not shallow like a rain puddle. I spit insane, juggle words, I leave your brain puzzled. Like the rugged rapper, that runs with Napa. My flows hit the flight zone and explode like Muhammad Atta. No, this ain't orgasm rapping, but life I'm coming at ya. My tongue will clap you, spray your ego with some humble lacquer. A strong Zulu spirit like I was a son of Shaka. Storm you with lyrics, listen, I'm the vocal thunderclapper. My miracle brain is lyrically trained. My syllable range is off the rock, simply insane. The way I torture might you think they was addicted to pain. This also more for talk and torture with my literature flames.
What are we talking about here?
Rebel assault, no one's bad as this.
What are we talking about here?
Rebel assault,
when we hug these mics.
MC, elite team, the strong type. I feel deep, the beats neat, the song's tight. Skuff on the one like the MC, long life with wrong rhyme. King Kong size, rappers a bonsai, a proper grind. So I'm always on time like quantite. Even when that means I'm on the long nights, some bloodshot eyes. Hip hop has not died, just been lobotomized. Robbed and sodomized, live, then been ostracized. Crocodile tears, I don't trust them all their rotten smiles. What am I? Born yesterday, mate, I'm not a child. I'm ill with all the killing chemicals and bombs flying. Nicer than the sun shining, bruv, you picked the wrong time. Need to step your game up, I'm on mine. So's life from long time. Shows like the Reaper versus Combine. Deeper versus Combine with heaters in this online. So underline, Skuff and live, figures fucking font size.
Here I go again, watch the Philly flow again. Best prepare your borders, my cypher's about to blow again. Don't get it twisted when I spit these bars. I spit lyrics to rappers and leave them with 16 scars. With 16 bars, a terror from the tip of my brain. It ain't hard for me to explain how I'm so sick and insane. That's why they call me Psy, cause I spit sicker than cyanide. Power pack raps with a script, pack up a diatribes. I'll come and hit you with habitual hymns. My literature stings, resembling the scriptures of kings. The father of flows, more flavor than cassava and cloves. I'm so hot that they've even got the crowd discarding their clothes. The hardest to shows, my flows will be bombarding your bros. If you make the fatal mistake of disregarding the pros. So listen, I'm too deadly just like Brandon and Bruce. Si Philli the rapper strangling your fans with a noose.
My brain stores data deep in secret syllable hidden layers. Even my critics say he's colder than the Himalayas. I come to spit and spray you with lyrics that's so retarded. I'm painting pictures like an autistic graffiti artist. The mic's my spray can, the instrumental that's my canvas. Draw inspiration from the sensation I get from ganja. Right from that rapper on some big man things. I speak loud, no time to whisper like the yin yang twins. And best believe me when I tell you with this rap I don't rap. Cause every day I build more joints than the Rasta man's camp. I smoke mics like the pipes in the Amsterdam cab. The dog in me could outfight a rich back or a staff. You better mind out in a rhyme bout, cause when I spit my rhymes out, I leave more holes in your flesh than Amy Winehouse. You don't believe me, then you'll find out from Light's mouth. With lyrics that's so dark, you think somebody turned the lights out. No time for lies, but if it's truth, then I rep it. That's why my vocals got you tripping like hallucinogenics. That's why this music's my fetish. I hear a beat and caress it, bless it with an impressive, progressive message, and then we just press it.
What are we talking about here?
Rebel assault, no one's bad as this.
What are we talking about here?
Rebel assault.
When we hug these mics.
Pay attention, I'm one of the illest. Tell all the world that we're big, bad and bold.
Tell all them peeps, tell them friends.
Right. Pay attention, I'm one of the illest. Tell all the world that we're big, bad and bold.
Tell all them peeps, tell them friends.
Right.
My tongue's a weapon when I'm repping, especially stepping. A definite legend, connecting with heads I ain't severed. I rhyme in a session, mics I'll be blessing with lines of aggression. Hold the title for progression in this cipher profession. My vibes and expression of poetry and rhyme in the essence. A power connection with punchlines, knocks out fighters in seconds. Life I'll be repping, your mind I'm directing. My sharp lines and dissecting, rhymes and ciphers. So minor you're stepping, speak to me nice, my brethren. It's a fight if you trying to question my heart. To rappers a part of the slightest suggestion. The time is of essence, future man I rhyme in the present. 7, 7, 9, 11, blow up, shining progression. Life a professor, profession to love this profession. Electing to speak quick, I'm like a kid from another dimension. This brother they mention, I'm sick of the mental dementia. Even members of men, so I take them on mental adventures. But test me, I'll lend you, especially pretenders. I beat your senses, my weakest attacks will defeat you and leave you defenses. The way I talk on mics, like I've been speaking for centuries. I'm deep in intensity, still spitting till you reach in a frenzy. The evil detest me, real people receive and respect me. Cause I'm not stunting on mics like evil Knievel, he sent me.
Pay attention, I'm one of the illest. Tell all the world that we're big, bad and bold.
Tell all them peeps, tell them friends.
Right. Pay attention, I'm one of the illest. Tell all the world that we're big, bad and bold.
Tell all them peeps, tell them friends.
Right.
Unstoppable rhyme rider, I'm tougher than pride fighters. Don't suffer from hype-niders, I'm trouble in rhyme ciphers. Topical type provider, on top of my game I'm tighter than a virgin's time when I'm rhyming, see with the eye of a tiger. I got the aim of a sniper, spit more flames than a lighter. There ain't no nicer, got this game locked down like a lifer. I'm a rider like the bikers without the helmets or visors. The type of rider whose lyrics can't be digested by riders. From Czech Republic to China, known as an older rhymer. My flows are holding you tighter than an older fighter. A soldier survivor, a vocal designer, there's nobody liver. A spit show, can't control my saliva. Explosive and hyper, worker and grinder, mercury verses is nicer than those written by the precisest of ghostwriters. I boast, bring the most fire from dope. The Pope is a liar, no joke. You fuck with this, leave you exposed and retired. Unless you're ignorant and told that he biased, unholy and pious. It makes no difference when you listen my lyrical science. Mental and physical giant from a prolific alliance. Specifically trying to make sure lyricism ain't dying.
Pay attention, I'm one of the illest. Tell all the world that we're big, bad and bold.
Tell all them peeps, tell them friends.
Right.
Rhyme quick.
What comes from my mouth's exciting. When I'm writing out speed lightning. Don't doubt my timing, position and perfection, that be my thing. Cats are realizing my raps are rapidly rising. On the blackout when I'm vibing, attacking clowns like a Viking. The sound I'm devising as you addicted like crackers who piping. Aiming and sniping at whack rappers who claiming they great when they rhyming. My brain I be exercising, flipping acrobatical thoughts. Defying gravity's law, got a blessed tongue and a magical jaw. Like Randy Couture with double underhooks, you land on the floor. That's standard for sure, definite like finding sand on the shore. My verses make a stand for the poor, while I stand by the force. Vocally mangle their cause like their throat was stabbed with a sword. Then got my album, get back to the store. Check my metaphors, I'm working hard like a beautician, giving a Sasquatch pedicures. Anything you bring I'm ready for, like alphabetical letter wars. King of the jungle, keeping you humble, #1 predator.
I'm one of the illest. Tell all the world that we're big, bad and bold.
Tell all them peeps, tell them friends.
Right. Pay attention, I'm one of the illest. Tell all the world that we're big, bad and bold.
Tell all them peeps, tell them friends.
Right.
Rhyme quick.
Pay attention, I'm one of the illest.
eliminate what others simulate. My words obliterate a track. My killer raps are addictive like I was spitting crack. Launch a lyricist attack on the system with facts. So tell devil's life the rebel, I'm officially back. Consistent with wisdom, position rise a syllable pack. I paint visual pictures with militant scriptures of rap. Born in the war zone like kids in Iraq or children in Palestine. My soldier mentality keeps me marching through these manic times. I keep speaking excellent testaments to the tenements residents. Every verse has a rebellious element like aliens' minds. I possess incredible intelligence and vision. Life on King Peaks without the autism. This world that we live in's a prison, religious divisions. The government's an evil code trying to control your position. I'm exposing their mission. Life I come to lay them to rest. Cause I'm the vocal grim reaper, archangel of death.
This is Ill Bill, code leader Megatron. I transform into a Predacon. Uncle Howie the Methadon. Brooklyn to the core, system of a down. Pistols in your mouth, the mission isn't out, this is something else. Listen how we drift about, risking no freedom but flipping out. Biscuits in the ground, bitches hit the ground. Sins of the devout, spinning in and out of consciousness. Riddled with about 1,000 clips. Criminally found around the maniacally sick. Physically get out the ride and flip. My four horrific sounds cancel you, quiet as kept. Dumping entire tech in your lungs, occupying your breath. On your knees in front of me, begging and crying for death. Demonically possessed, economically the best. Obsessed with sodomy and death. My commodities are best. Yeah, we wash brains and rob planes. You don't understand yet? Lucifer's the angel that God pays.
Be careful with the beef word. I rip off every nail on every finger from and toe. You got 'em banging where your teeth were. Wrong told the shepherd there's a leopard in his sheep herd. Pepper up the street curb with herbs and a deep burst. Lots of women flocking like seabirds. Never loving me, all they wanna see is the way that Chester P works. Run 'em into reverse, back into their childhood, further to the womb and all the way into their rebirth. Happy in the streets and for the police I got 3 words. Suck mine's the first 2. Glad I never see bird, too raggedy to be burb. Habituate some baubles and a snorkel and a Greek bird. Let's see who goes to sleep first. Swear I'm into freak words, trapped in the caverns of time. Smash beats like plates in a Greek church. Stagger through the streets for a refurb. My pages are sweet virgin's faith, in my sheets laying feet first.
So ahead of the game, I'm feeling like nothing could harm me. Nothing could stop me, life I'm as stubborn as 𝕷𝖎𝖋𝖊. I run the road like a Maserati, Jack or Ferrari. Avalanche with lyrics cause waves like a massive tsunami. Call me Malcolm/Garvey, with a dash of the Marleys. King like Martin Luther, I maneuver like African armies. I'm as hot as safaris in the summer in Zimbabwe. No one could get next to me if they did, they'd just be in harm's way. You hear the flows of ultra, Ill Bill like Coca Nostra. Chester P, the cosmic gypsy life. I'm Jehovah's soldier, put you in the vocal coma. Spitted you and super soak ya. Lyrically we rope a dope, you explode like a supernova. Spiritually we rule the culture. Mentally we untouchable, indestructible, phenomenal music composers. The 60 megabyte repertoire's like a seminar on hip hop. How to spit hot, get props and flow like reservoirs.